Well, good morning. Let me check my volume. I assume everyone can hear me, and I brought a friend with me today, and he will speak to everyone in a little bit. And so let's first get our energy set, and welcome to you, Chase and Barbara. And Chase, it's very interesting that your question, and we'll get to that in a minute. But let's the protection has been set with the tube of light and the beloved blue flame of Lord Gautama Buddha around everyone, like 4 or 5 inches thick. And so let's call Mother and Father deep within our hearts to be ever present with us today, and to begin to let the cellular structure of your heart become aware of their love and their depth of kindness and generosity and appreciation. Then we'll ask for all the phylums of the angels to come forward, and all the masters. We just don't need to have Babaji here. We can ask them all to come. And we'll offer to the universe, to all beings who are on and walking their path, living it, to come and to be ever present here with us today. And we'll say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And take a breath and just contemplate that for a moment, re-rooting yourself down into the ground. So, welcome, Christina. So before I go into everything, I want you to, I'm sure you know, because I mentioned it, this is Master Babaji, but you'll be aware that his eyes are looking right at you. And I want you to see what you feel in your heart before we do much talking. Good morning, Marby and Julie. Welcome us here with Master Babaji. So see what your heart's feeling by just his loving look into you. And you can write a quick response. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey with Master Babaji. On that trip I've talked about in Thailand, where I was meditating for 15 to 20 hours a day, one of those days, Master Babaji came in my room physically as a human. And I can remember looking at his arms to see, did he have hair on his arm? Was he real, or was I loopy and imagining it? And he asked me to follow him. And he took me to Vadrith, where he does have a cave there. And many things happened. I was anointed with oil into the lineage of the masters by the Maharishi, and just cannot go into all of it, but it was very powerful. So ever since that time, it was divulged on that day that for over 200 years in India, when Babaji was there teaching, I was his daughter and very close with him. And so he's known in that realm as my father. So he's been very close to me ever since then. And after that time, Douglas and I went around the country offering the Babaji techniques, which is what we were there clearing our energy to receive from the ancient siddhas. And I used to send out an ad with this picture on it, and people would come just from what that image did to them inside. So I can tell you one interesting experience was a couple came, and the lady couldn't stop talking. I just can't believe he came with me. He never wants to hear nothing. He never wants to know nothing. He never goes with me anywhere about spirituality. And he's the one who said, we're going. I go, oh, really? He goes, he knows this guy. And he had to come find out why he's showing up in his life again. It was very fascinating. And I have to tell you, that day, Babaji appeared again in the room for that man right in front of him. Getting the willies just like talking about it. And he did know him. He was there, getting hot, that for that time in India when Babaji was his teacher. So he came again to begin to start another level of meditation. And that lady left with her head shaking. She had never experienced anything like it, and I doubt if they will ever again. And that was out in Aspen. So this, you can see that Babaji is very balanced. You can see it feminine, you can see it male. And this is him at 19. And this is over 2,500 years ago. He became who he is. And beings watching him meditate is why there's now breath work. Because during the Bija technique, you can hold your breath. And that's why they felt there was something, because they didn't know the Siddha work. And that's how that all emerged. But no, it's about a Bija seed. And the Bija seeds were given by God to the original first 10 masters. And they came to be brought out at the time when people needed them, which began about 25 years ago. So people all over the world now have the Bija seed, and it's healing the 5 pranas and what I've discovered on my journey, helping people to move through their ascension. So very powerful. So he's going to be the speaker here today. But let me see what some of you thought about looking into his beautiful being. This image, by the way, was given to each of us when we graduated or whatever. It's a 5,000-year-old ceremony that we sing in Sanskrit. So it's not like okay, let me check in and I'll do this. We studied it for a month to learn even how to sing the song and connect all the beings. So let's see. Barbara Ward says, seeing right through me, compassion and connection. Yeah, and if, certainly it's always up in my room where I hold groups, where we did before. Chase says she feels the warmth in her heart. His eyes do look around the room and will find you. So if there's that part of you that can believe, yes, he is alive right there in that picture. And for me, he is always there and available. And Julie's saying an abiding love, yes. So I want to answer, as Babaji sends his light to all of us continually here. Chase's question is, do your past loved ones come to join you in your journey of spirituality? And she thanks me for all I do. But my answer is, of course they do. My mother This was in 82. My parents died 30 days apart. My dad had promised that he would never leave her, and he never did. He had 4 heart attacks and was found dead 4 times, but always came back until it was after she had passed. So, for a very long time, my mother every day was sitting in the room, and I'd wake up from a nap and I'd go, well, where'd she go? I've seen my mother be in cheerleading clothes cheering me on. And yes, there's times when she speaks, but not like I'm speaking to you now. It's purposeful. She works in the garden at heaven with the roses and the lotus. And for me, when people would give me all these beautiful roses, they would regrow roots so they could be planted. And we've tried looking and finding out if there's anywhere else that has heard and had that happen. And so far, we haven't. So, because they would be sitting all around me, and the roses would grow roots that were cut roses. Pretty interesting, right? Let's see. Okay. All right, just saying hellos. So, my dad fishes. Remember, my dad was the 7th son and really is the avenue that helped me bring back my spirituality into me. And he's a quiet soul. He fishes. And every once in a while he'll come. Things with the family come up or something. But my mother's a lot. And certainly Babaji comes when ever it's appropriate. But to answer completely Chase's question is I have 2 families. My physical one, which I mentioned, but my spiritual family is every millisecond of the day around me. The angels that post for me, even where I'm sleeping, have an illumined light that circles and evolves within their solar plexus. They're very beautiful. And a lot of the masters come, and at a thought, they're there all around me. And some are always there, like Babaji. I have let me see. He's saying I'm not a teacher. He is no, not a counselor, but someone who's always there if I need someone to bounce things off. So I'm very, very fulfilled with everything. So I hope that answers your question. And they come because I don't misuse them. I don't ever take away the will of someone. I don't ever ask them to do something for me with someone else. I really understand the law, and the law being as a being, you cannot insert your will over another's. So people have to be in a surrendered state. It's not like I can make things clear and happen for them. So, but just to sit here with Babaji is going to be very healing in itself. So, any other question before I call him in? Yeah. Well, I hope you can sense the peace he brings. Well, I should let him talk in a moment. So, but any other questions about any of those type of things? So, I'm hearing, do I bring past loved ones up in my work? Well, I guess it's going to depend on the situation. It's not that that's what I do, but there are unique times when it is appropriate and they show up. So you have to understand that I work on a master level, not the fourth auric level. So it has to be really pertinent to what you're letting go. You know, it's for me, it's about helping people transform their path, letting go of the illusion that they're holding from perhaps a long time ago that it's not doing anything for them. It's creating separation for them. So, and I've had different techniques come, and now I basically it has changed. I speak, and the energy shifts. So it's all powerful, kind of like what all of you experience, but it's more individualized. All right, so I'm going to surrender and let Babaji have the use of my voice. All right. Many blessings to you on this day. I come today to let you know I move with the wind. There are times when each of you have been outside in the wind and you wonder, what did I hear? And that is how I will get your attention as the wind blows in a gentle way, not to intrude. Know that you can always call to me when you are in need from a heart space. Call my name 3 times and I shall arrive. Again, I remind you, it is from a heart space. Babaji, Babaji, Babaji. And I will be there by the time you're done saying the 3rd one. I still exist upon the earth and have a cave in the Badrin, for it is God's ask of me to be the one who can show that you can live here for forever. My brother, Jesus, has been given the task of ascending to show that you can ascend and move into the realm of the other world. So we are in harmony. We are showing the depth and the expansion of being alive. The choice will be yours or it won't, depending on how you live. I do a lot of heart work. The heart is such a powerful hub within every soul. And the wounds are so many to even discuss. And yet, it is simply the love of God that in touching that wound, it evolves and moves and transforms, reaches out to every other cell within the body and illuminates. And expansion is held and understood. Is there a need for pain? You hear a question somewhere? Well, the answer is no. But if you are one who is yet to grow and to rediscover that what you've forgotten, Pain is an avenue that is used to have you be on a journey of evolution. In the many lifetimes you live, you create stress, pain, resistance. And this is your choice, not a choice of fathers, not a choice of your teachers, but this is a choice for you on how it will bring you into the willingness to surrender and to learn from it. It is interesting how humankind still today is wanting to blame these experiences on others and even on God. And yet understand that you are a soul that is attempting to remember the truth of who you are. And just sitting down would not be the way in a moment to do that. That's why there are even the meditation techniques. It must be worked with, swarmed with light, heard the lesson, and finally there is choice. Choice to see the truth in things. Choice to understand that the truth is it's all love. That beyond the pain, beyond the restrictions and the restlessness, there is always the love. And if we were to sit here and I would say to you, you are all love. And just think about how the resistance, and each of you differently, would come up to say, oh, I'm not sure. Well, what about this? Do you see? And that's the journey, the spiritual journey, is to get to where, oh, thank you. I can see now. I understand. And to allow and create that pathway which love from the heavens come and touch you with that love and can heal and become you. Oh, yes, the healing has many colors. Many, many colors. And there are some masters who hold one ray as their color, but I can say to you, there are many colors for everyone. Chakras will become that which hold 144 different shades of colors as you go. Perhaps on this moment, in this day, you go, what? Oh, yes, it is so. When you move into the atom-katom field, the chakras have 144 flames of light, different colors. Quite miraculous. But you will get there. You will all get there. Why? Because you have reconnected to your inner flame, your spark of what God once gave you to become. And you've been traveling through many lifetimes and through many journeys and through many experiences, too many to count or to speak of. And for right here, right now, in this moment, all the coloring of who you all are is embracing me in your light. And it's wonderful. It is wonderful. So you are all growing one step in front of the other. And remember, grasshopper, don't tear the rice paper. So I come to you in the wind in contemplative times, for it is not a busy mind that allows the higher energy to come to you. So you must contemplate for a moment. What do I do with my mind? with the mind that is God's energy that you connect down into your heart. Allow it to become taught to be quiet and to allow that which is about your journey to come. Yes. Feel that. Have it fall like a waterfall through your heart. And let it get excited about where's that taking you? What are you going to discover? And I assure you it's where you've already been before. And you've just forgotten. I remember the night when I walked into TheoSophia and reached out my hand to her. In one moment, the fear of who am I? Was she imagining it? And where are we going? And would I come back? Out of my shaking. All transformed in a moment to placing her hand in mine. And what has that brought her? Confidence. Another depth of believing that I am real and I am true. Do you remember me? Have you sat with me in the sun and in the night meditating before? Are you aware of the peace and the harmony of the being of soul? Does it excite you to go deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself? Where we become one? As we are all one, alive within the heart of Mother, Father, breathing in, breathing out, feeling quiet. Gently see if you can hear the wind blowing. Always been a great power with Mother, Father, wind, even at the time of the Indians, both in India and both in America. Great power with the wind. Do you have that power to call forth Mother, Father, wind? Grandmother, grandfather, wind. They're true. They do exist. They have a great safety within them. Their movement only comes with truth. Not so many things that in our day of what you live in here that we can say it's true. Truth. So, another gift for you here today. I would say grandmother, grandfather, wind. You know, the Arcturians, it is part of their growth process to learn to be at one with the wind. So you will know if it's for you. Perhaps you've been an Arcturian before. Never thought that you were perhaps an extraterrestrial. Or perhaps you all have been. You must begin to expand the thought of who you are and where you've been and what you've brought to yourself. For it's about becoming. It's about being who you've always been and have just been hiding from it. The light exists. It always has. As I can say to you, you always have. The journey is what it is. It's a journey step by step. The heart every day opening more and more, becoming awake and aware to different levels of the truth of your existence, and finding peace, and most importantly, love. Love is so profound as you work within yourself and discover. And it can bring so much to you that you can't imagine yet. Yes. So, I will enjoy coming again to speak to you. But you need not wait till then. My name 3 times when you have a heart that needs calming, peaceful understanding. Call my name, and I will move to you with the strength of the wind, and we shall work together. Many blessings to you, my friends, my sisters and brothers. Many blessings. Just take deep breaths, come back in the room. So does anyone have any questions or thoughts? Reroot yourself down into the ground so you can come back into the room. So you can share your thoughts. Yes. So I gather you enjoyed his energy. Well, good morning, Rice Experiment. You came on the edge of Master Babaji speaking, so you might want to at some point go back and listen. I'm just here waiting now to hear comments. You're welcome. So, how's everyone feeling? Is everybody okay? Well, I know you're okay. Okay, Barbara, Chase, Marby, everyone's okay? And here's Julie. Feels like the change of direction spiritually is going to change my life, our lives. He is a very powerful being. I felt very good connection with Babaji and felt his energy. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mother TheoSophia. That message was filled with so much information. I got lost in the calming effect of his voice instead of the content of the message. We'll listen again. You can see he has the power. He just comes right out of that picture. I will post it if you want, if some of you want to have it yourself, that's fine. For I know you will honor in how you use it. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today. Hope you had a great week. Canada Day, 4th of July. Family together. You know, unfortunately in our world we have it all happening at one time. So there's goodness here, there's upset here. And what we need to do is find balance within ourselves so we can begin to help support balance in the world. Right. All right. So, many blessings to all of you. And Babaji follows with many blessings from him. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.